and welcome to another podcast episode where I talk about my new chapter. I just finished writing my first autobiography, which is 15 pages long, and it's what is called a chapbook. Only because I cannot write anymore, it's going to be a short story. But I have been inspired to write a second autobiography, which is basically going to be a spin-off. Hopefully it's going to be longer, so last time I looked at it, it was 5 pages long already. Sorry. But the next chapter of my life is beginning. We have more members in the server thanks to Josie, and thanks to Andres. I have upgraded your roles to Grand Princess and Grand Prince. I have started a day again. I've always changed my mind about this, and my mother isn't happy that I'm moving to Dorset. But it's only 2 hours away, so I'm not far. Yes, that's right, I'm moving to Dorset. Fingers crossed that will happen because it will take me a few years to save up first. And many thanks to Josie, who becomes the Grand Princess, for growing the server on the 1st of September 2025. We are at 60 members as I write this episode. And with a total of 48 channels, including VCs, which I think is more than enough. At the moment, everyone's role stays as it is. I'm always looking for mods and little Ks especially. If I could have more artists and video editors too, then that would make me happy. I'm spending the last few years at the place I'm currently at. I would like to work hard into making my dream a reality. I don't know when I'm returning to streaming, but it might still be a while until I come back. My next cat, I'm going to get a dog, so one that is already trained. My autobiography has one completed. It's now using a total of 7 books, which goes by the following list. My autobiography, why not? My autobiography, My Expanded Life, Royal Roses 1, Royal Roses 2, Royal Roses 3, The Pink Clutch and Black Dress. So that makes 7 books in that order. Of course, you can read them in any order you like. During this time, I will be writing and recording podcast episodes. I'm really powering through the podcast episodes, trying to get a variety of topics and write lots so that I have much to say. I feel very accomplished. I've written my first book, almost on my second. It hasn't been self-published yet, but they will be. Please note there will be times where I will be going offline. I know many of you have separation anxiety, but you have to remind yourself I'm still here, just offline. You're more than welcome to join me if I'm offline. I intend on getting all of my certificates replaced, which will take time. And once a day, I put on my programs, which vary from 3 streaming platforms: BBC iPlayer, Netflix, and Disney+. BBC iPlayer is only for the UK, sorry. But I'll very happily screen share my shows with everyone. Now I'm very sad to address that I've made an enemy this year. She is still subbed to my YouTube, but I don't have to pay attention to her as harsh as that sounds. It's more of a, it's dinner time, but I'm not going to sit with you kind of situation. And if I have enemies, then I must be doing something right. I am also going to work on a much-needed sleeping pattern. I'll be offline from 10 p.m. onwards. It'll vary each night, and if I get DMs, all will be responded to in the next day. I'm going to work really hard on my second autobiography, which has yet to have a front cover assigned, because I want this book to be longer than a chapbook and become a novella, so a short story. I do my daily rounds of music, which I make public for everyone to see. And many thanks to Andres, who also grew the server as well. Your role has been changed to Grand Royalty, so congrats. We now have a total of 48 channels and VCs, if I haven't mentioned this already. It might be a while till I release another podcast episode, unless I think of a new topic. But since becoming Empress, I have been very busy, spending time with all my new people, working hard behind the scenes on all kinds of work, even if it is just content work. But now my new chapter begins. All my podcast episodes are up to date, including my RBs, and uploaded to Spotify. All my YouTube saves added to all the playlists, and adding to my many writing projects. I use Google Docs for my many writing projects. Now I know this is going to be even sad to think about, but I'm even thinking about making plans for my funeral. And I know I'm loved by hundreds. I want to do so to remember with my ashes spread. My body likely returned to Exeter for cremation, or it will be in Dorset if I do succeed in saving up for plots of land. I've also decided to stop receiving support, I've had support for almost all my life, as much as I can remember, and I want to pursue in getting myself an assistant. The assistant will work 20 hours a week because that's how much I can afford, and they'll be working Mondays to Fridays. I'm semi-independent, so they can have the weekend off. And I want to create a big dynasty, especially as I can never afford my own home. It's cheaper to live up north, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to live in a trailer like a gypsy. But it's going to be like a holiday one. There will be lots of DIY projects to do around the house, and my dream is to be like Fallon Carrington. My lovely Liz inspires me. And after floppers, I'm going to get a dog, so one that is already trained, because I won't have time to train it, but I'll definitely have time for one, besides they'll make great company. But now it's September and my favourite time of the year begins. Time for me to hunt down my favourite latte flavour, pumpkin spice. With an ongoing accomplishments of 7 books, 2 podcasts, ongoing YouTube content, ongoing Twitch content, this is how I strive for my day-to-day living. I also have, sorry to brag, but my popularity increasing in the Discord and IRL. So yes, lots of things to manage with so little time, but at the same time with all the time in the world in my new chapter.